This is Kinda Murdery Season 1, Ghost Towns of the Mojave Desert, presented by Criminal Content.
You're rocketing down the 15 freeway between Vegas and LA. It's a scorched wasteland of Airstream meth labs and unrelenting heat. This is no place you'd want to stop. But the car's on fumes, so you take the exit and you pull up to the gas station. It's abandoned, a concrete canvas that some local Michelangelos turned into the Sistine Chapel spray paint penis. A grave marker for every crazy story lost in the desert sands. These are the ghost towns of the Mojave Desert. And this is Kinda Murdery. Hey everybody, and welcome to Kinda Murdery Season 1, Ghost Towns of the Mojave Desert. I'm your host, Zevon Odelberg. Thanks for deciding to be here. Hey everybody, we're here today with Mahbod Moghadam. Mahbod, do you have a story from your own life that you would maybe describe as kinda murdery that you could share with us?
Like a story where I've killed someone?
No. It doesn't have to be murder. It's kind of murdery. Just something strange, funny, creepy, like that happened to you, a time you got freaked out, or a time you thought something terrible had happened, but maybe it didn't.
I don't kill. So I'm a violent person, but I'm violent with my words. I use the internet. I use my words on the internet as my weapons of war. So that's how I go after people, but I would never physically even scratch anybody. But right now I've got a lot of beef. Right now I'm basically just trying to get rid of the CEO of my first company and replace him with Kanye West. Kanye is the guy who designed our app, so I want him to become the CEO. I think that could be a good stepping stone for him. First, become the CEO of a big tech company, and then he can be president in 2024.
All right, you're all in on Kanye 2024?
Yeah, I have mad respect for him. You know, I got to spend a lot of time with him. I was at his engagement party, and we kind of introduced him to tech, and we tried to get him to use our platform, to use Genius, and he said, no, I'm not going to use it, but what I will do is I'll redesign the app. And we thought he was joking. He said he's going to Dondify the app. So
all right.
He did it. He came back to us about a week later with a redesign, and he never even got paid anything for it. And the funny thing is, it took us about a couple of years, but we actually ended up using a lot of his redesign. So,
wow, that's amazing. He's incredibly talented guy. There's no question about that, and in many different ways. But just to kind of press you a little bit more. Now, I'm not saying tell us a story about a time that you yourself have been kind of murdery, but has anything ever happened to you where you were frightened for your own safety in any way, or thought like a place was haunted, or just some bizarre shit was going to go down, just in your own life, anything like that?
I never get scared. I'm like the diminutive pugilist from the second story. I'm more striking fear into the hearts of others.
Remind me to always stay friends with you, because I don't want you coming after me.
Please do it. It's not just me coming. I've noticed people who make enemies with me, God comes after them. So I'm like a lucky rabbit's foot. I want everyone to give me love so that God gives them love. It's not me being selfish.
I see. So when somebody is in your good graces, you're like a lucky rabbit's foot, and then when they fall out, you're like a monkey's paw. Is that what I'm hearing?
I give infinite blessings, but then also infinite curses. We need to make Kinda Murdery blow up too. 2021, by 2022, we need to make Kinda Murdery the #1 podcast in the world.
Sounds good, man. I'm all for it, and we're thrilled to have you here. And I can attest from just watching you work your magic for years now that nobody is better at blowing things up in the non-dynamite sense, but in the social awareness sense than you. So thank you very much for taking the time to share your lucky rabbit's footness with our show. We appreciate that.
I think this is all catharsis. We're talking about death, but then hopefully this is just going to make people appreciate life. And after listening to these stories, I decided it reaffirmed that I'm never going to actually kill anyone as long as I live. I don't want to be about that life.
Well, I'm so happy to hear that we could continue to ensure the sanctity of your soul in that way. I feel really good about that. Well, for Adam Volrich, Sean Christensen, Brendan Hubbard, and, of course, the boss of Bitcoin, Mahbod Moghadam, I'm Zevon Odelberg, and this has been Kinda Murdery.
This is Kinda Murdery, Ghost Towns of the Mojave Desert, presented by Criminal Content. You can find us online at kindamurdery.com and on all social media at Kinda Murdery. Email us at contact@kindamurdery.com. Listen to us on all your favorite podcasting apps: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Overcast, Google, and more. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and tell your friends about the show.